Welcome back, guys. In today's Division video we are going to be going over this morning's The Division Games State of the Game stream. Now this happens every week, but this week was a particularly interesting week. A lot of exciting stuff coming in the future and happening right now, so we're going to go through all of that and as much of the interesting points as we can in this video. Starting off with an increase to stash size that is finally happening. They have said with the update of 1.3 our stash size will increase. We don't know how much it's going to increase by or when update 1.3 will be coming out. With all the new gear sets we currently have coming in, new weapons, and then obviously new loot for us to get when 1.3 itself does drop, we are going to need that bigger stash size, and they have saw fit to give people what they want and increase the stash size. I can only assume that the 1.3 update will come out when the first official DLC comes out. That is scheduled for this month. In fact, even though it is coming to Xbox One first, I would imagine that the 1.3 update will go to PlayStation and PC users all at the same time. It wouldn't make sense for everyone else to be on an older version of the game, regardless of whether they have to wait a month for that new content or not. I would see that everyone will have the rough same version of the games. Hopefully that's the case, and hopefully everyone else can benefit from this increased stash size. Now the next really exciting thing is the weapon balancing. Now this is something I've talked about in videos before. I've done 1 or 2 videos on it, and that is the fact that marksman rifles and SMGs come with a default talent built in extra headshot damage or extra critical hit chance. I've always said I'd love to see something on assault rifles, shotguns, even LMGs to bring them up to par, something built in to make them more unique and useful, and they've confirmed that will be happening. We don't know what, but hopefully there's going to be something that can really bring assault rifles on par. And also LMGs, it'd be nice to actually use an LMG and not feel like you're putting yourself at a disadvantage trying to use a gun that can sometimes be very fun to do. So that's super cool that those weapon balance changes are coming. Moving on to some of the things that are happening right now though, and they have actually capped out critical hit chance. This, in my opinion, is obviously weapon balancing. The cap for critical hit chance is now capped out at 60%, so there's no way you can push it higher than that. They didn't inform us when they were doing this. This actually happened already, but they have revealed on stream it wasn't meant to be something they were hiding from us. It was just how they originally intended critical hit chance to work, and it's a good thing. Sometimes with a lot of critical hit chance on other things than using a super high skill power pulse, things like that, it just becomes a case where every single bullet is a critical hit, and that isn't very balanced. So with bringing the critical hit chance down and keeping it at a cap number, and then the new things coming in 1.3, the meta is obviously going to change drastically. That's not to say that SMGs won't still be great weapons to use, but you're going to be able to compete with them. If your favorite weapon, for example, is an AK, you will hopefully be able to compete with other people using AKs. Other things that are currently happening in the game right now are obviously some fixes. We've had fixes on teleport issues. For example, when you go into the subway in DZ06, sometimes you're teleported to the safe house, to a check room. Super annoying, but that has been fixed now. That's all done and dusted. And on top of that, today the challenge mode Incursion has dropped for us all, so you can run that as many times as you want. Yes, the first time you get rewards, but you're always going to be getting 240s even after your first completion of it in the week. So that's super cool that that's coming out. Bear in mind, it will be a lot more difficult if you're not min-maxed out to the top spec that you are. I'm not min-maxed out, so it's going to be a challenge for me, but that's what it's supposed to be. It is a challenge mode, but either way, hopefully that's something we can all enjoy. That is going to bring us to the end of today's video, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed it, found it informative or useful. If you have, feel free to leave a like rating. To never miss a video, see all this Division news on other games, don't forget to subscribe. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow with a brand new video.